Greetings, peace and blessings. All right, I figured I would try again. I am the Moon Mama. Today is Thursday. I just walked through a spider web and it's all over me. So, today is a Jupiter day, and Jupiter is the day that Jupiter governs Thursday. Hello, I'm going to try again. I was here earlier and I lost my sound and I just let it go. So Jupiter is the day that governs Thursday, and Jupiter is the planet of faith, expansion. Jupiter is the planet that governs travel, that governs like our global perspective. Jupiter is also luck and blessings and just all the things that we actually like and prefer. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Again, I was here earlier, but I got lost. So I've been a little sort of disoriented. That's what I was saying. I've been energetically disoriented because the sun is in Virgo and Mercury's going retrograde. And like this morning, I put in the wrong address to come and get my COVID test. Like I had to get a COVID test in order to fly. You have to get a particular kind of COVID test in order to fly. So I have not really been aligned to myself yet. So I'm carrying my citrine crystal with me because this is Mercury, and being able to really be present to like communication and stuff, because Mercury's getting ready to go retrograde. So you might want to do some things to support your energy, right? Like lavender. Lavender is an oil. I think that's everyone's. Yes. Lavender oil can help you like soothe you and your nervous system. Citrine, something to keep yourself grounded. Like just do things to really keep yourself centered to the best of your ability. So Jupiter in Aquarius at the 24th degree is our ability to align to the mind of God. It's the vision, like what we're here to do, who we're really here to be. And at the 24th degree is the degree of humility. And humility is this thing that we sort of get wrong. Oh, there's a beautiful white pigeon. Wow, that's beautiful, like a dove near me. So there's this thing that we can kind of get wrong around humility, where it's like you have to make yourself small for other people. You have to, don't shine. But the truth of the matter is that humility is the opposite of that. It's like really recognizing that you being your best self up-levels everyone around you. When you live into your own power and your own magnificence and your own majesty, you really do up-level everyone around you. And that's sort of that, like our ability to understand that when we thrive, I often hear a lot of people say, I'm doing so well and I don't want to say anything because other people are not. Like during this, they're like three white doves, doing like people are like, all this stuff going on with COVID. I don't want to really tell people that I'm happy and why? Like really, it's important for us to be ourselves. It's important for us to be big and be glorious and be happy and be joyful, because that is infectious. Like, you think COVID is infectious? What's infectious is joy and love and pure happiness and, exuberance. And if that's happening for you, it's your responsibility to be it. Like you don't hide your light. Don't hide it. So Jupiter says, let your divine light, let your divine love, let your divine blueprint show, because in your full expression of being true to yourself, you're going to up-level other people. You never know. I mean, it's such an interesting thing that we do that in this culture. It's like we're going to hide. Like I know growing up Black, it was like, don't tell nobody your business. Or I have friends, I know people who have, co-parenting experiences and fathers who don't want to they don't want the mothers to know that they're making more money or that they're doing well, because then they'll take them back to court. I mean, we do some shit that is so hilarious to me. I'm going to take him back to court because he's making more money. And so, if we are shrinking ourselves from this egoic structure and the ego telling us that you don't want to be too much or you don't want to, then we never really thrive. We never really become who we're supposed to be. So there's such a advantage in being true to your light. There is an advantage in being true to the goodness within you, and celebrating and owning and bragging even about how incredible your experiences are, or your life, or your relationships, or whatever it is. So Jupiter in Aquarius is saying really, really come into your own unique majesty, right? Your vision, and live it. You know, don't shrink back. Don't pull it back, because like I said, we need it. If you're not doing it, then, you know, it's like if your nose refused to be a good nose because it didn't want the eyes to be jealous. Like, ridiculous. That's how that sounds, because we need, like I said, we are inspired by one another. We are influenced by one another because we are one. We really are one. So when we stand in the fullness of who we are and shine bright, then another person will go, well, shit, well, maybe I should shine bright. Maybe I can do that, right? That's what we want to do. So, and the moon is in Libra, and Mercury is there, and we've started the Mercury retrograde shadow, right? So with the Mercury retrograde shadow and the moon in Libra, you want to be, sorry, there's a lot of noise. The Mercury retrograde shadow, you want to be looking at your relationships and how you relate. And so you get to pay attention. You get to pay attention to your relationship style, right? And this is not your love language and all that kind of romantic stuff, but really, how do you go into relationships? What is your premise? What's your internal thing that moves you into a relationship? You know, for me, I have the South Node in Libra, so the way I've related historically has been to care about how other people feel, and if they feel this way, then I'm going to make an adjustment. I'm going to do this because I want to make them feel better. I don't want to upset people. Like, that was sort of my way. But I have an Aries North Node, and the Aries North Node says, don't think about anybody else but yourself. What matters to you, right? And when you do what matters to you, it's going to be good for others. So go check to see what your relationship style is. But I also know that I have a shadow thing in my relationship energy too. Like, when things are not going right, I just had a COVID test. Ugh. Okay. When things are not going right, and they stuck that thing up my nose. Okay. And when things are not going right, because I have Pluto conjunct my sun, I can pull away and get really secretive and start to make decisions without really communicating. And so I really want to work to hold myself accountable so that I'm not being manipulative or being manipulative, right? So check to see what your relationship style is, how you relate. And in that, in understanding how you relate. Okay, right now I just need to do a little thing just to run a scan over my body to wholeness. I am whole, I am perfect. Just because whatever went on, I can feel some energy moving through me. I can feel my body sort of releasing something. So you want to, because Mercury's retrograde, going to be retrograding in Libra, we're going to be reconfiguring the way we relate to others. And with the sun in Virgo, it's looking at what works and what does not work. What has worked up till now, maybe does it still work? And what needs to be reconfigured, shifted into something else. This is how we want to look at this energy. And so today I encourage you with Jupiter in Aquarius to really be willing to be true to your blueprint. Don't shrink back. Be willing to shine. Be willing to be in your truth. Be willing to be in your power. Knowing and trusting that we need that. We need each other to do that. We need each other to be true to ourselves. So when you're in it, like don't shrink yourself thinking, I don't want to be too much. Make yourself greater thinking, I want to be exactly what I am designed to be so that I can be a support, a light, a way shower for others. And with Libra, the moon in Libra, know that everyone, we are serving one another, because Libra is about your relationships with one other person. All right, y'all, I'm about to go home and finish my packing and get myself together, because I don't even know what's happening right now. Like it's so I'm gonna just let it be. I'm gonna let it be. But I love you so very much, and I love y'all. I don't really have anything else to say. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.